Welcome to the July edition of Travel Tuesday. Brian, summer's in full swing.
Where does the time go, Elizabeth? The 4th of July came and went, and we're in the swing of summer.
Well, 71 million people travel for the 4th of July. A lot of people on the return now and looking forward to more travel this summer. It's so popular.
It is so popular. So many people are traveling, not only domestically, but worldwide. Europe is so popular with river cruising, Mediterranean cruise, guided vacations. People are out there traveling, wonderful experiences, and a lot of learning to be done as well.
Oh, there sure is. They're taking these YOLO trips. You only live once, once-in-a-lifetime journeys, and you're going to be having a conversation with a special guest today.
Yeah, we're really excited. We're going to be talking about Japan. Japan is really piqued interest, and a lot of folks are looking at traveling to Japan, so we're going to have some really great discussion there. And again, people need to plan now for this fall and winter. People are actually planning into 2025, 2026, Elizabeth. So now
they are. These big trips take a lot of time, a lot of detail, and that's where AAA can help you with this. And fall is a beautiful time to visit it.
Absolutely. We'll have everybody ready to go.
Okay, sounds good. Kevin Ferguson from Member Choice Vacations is coming to join you soon and talk about a learning opportunity from Japan. I can't wait to hear all about it.
Yeah, I'm really excited. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Travel Tuesday. I'd like to introduce Kevin Ferguson, who is our Business Development Manager with Member Choice Vacations, who works with AAA. He's been with Member Choice for, Kevin?
17 years.
17 years, and Kevin has traveled the globe.
Absolutely.
With Member Choice, with a variety. You were actually a tour guide.
Yes, so for 7 years before getting in the sales force, I guided U.S. West and national parks down to South America and really fell in love with these exotic destinations that our globe has to offer.
And I traveled with Kevin on a Member Choice vacation as well, and he has a wealth of information wherever you go with him. But we're really excited today because we're going to talk about Japan. You just returned from a vacation in Japan. You were there with 3 weeks.
It was 3 weeks with my family, and what an amazing destination, eye-opening, and I'm so glad I got to this specific part of the world. It is a place that you need to get to as well. Put it on your to-do list.
And you're right. I'm going to talk about that really quick. Kevin calls it a to-do list. Mm-hmm. We typically call it a bucket list, but Kevin says you wash your car with a bucket and soap and water. You put a vacation on your to-do list.
Because you're going to get that to-do list.
All right. So everybody, remember that. It's a to-do list, not a bucket list. I love that. But really what I'm in awe of is when our children are little, we travel with them a lot, but 5 and 8-year-olds.
Yes.
So 3 weeks in Japan, that's amazing.
It was, but it was a thing where our children always had said, I want to go and see these places, these anime, destinations, these cartoons, Hello Kitty, go to eat the sushi and the ramen noodles and, the rice and just, not just see it from a screen, but be there in the environment. And that's what we did.
And that's what actually, we talk about this a lot, is creating family memories. You don't remember that sweater that you got for Christmas last year, but you do remember making family memories and learning. It's education. It's all of the above, and that's what makes this so special.
But really, travel is the only thing that you pay for that you truly become richer from, and that was the experience that we want to have with our children. And whatever age that you are, go, do, see, and explore.
Well, that's amazing. And so Member Choice specializes in guided vacations throughout the world. Coming back from Japan, we're going to talk about a couple specific ones that Member Choice offers. One is Japan Past, Present, a Cultural Journey. So that's a trip that is how long, Kevin?
That's for 14, 15 days.
Okay.
It's actually one of our small group tours. So it's a maximum of 24 travelers, really getting into the culture, for the culturally curious, into those little nitty-gritties of the society, and experiencing stuff that you just necessarily wouldn't do on your own. From staying at a monastery, meeting with the Buddhist monks, to going to Mount Fuji and being able to take a cruise out of the waters. This is the stuff that you would see as a child in National Geographic, and now you're doing it.
That's absolutely amazing. It's amazing. And of course, with Member Choice, everything is taken care of from start to finish. You're always with someone. And with many of these trips, not all, but most meals and experiences are all included.
Yeah, so we had breakfast included every day. Both on this tour here, you had a Japanese menu as well as an English menu, so you could get your pancakes and waffles if you want.
Really?
Or your sushi. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, they always say when in Rome, then in Japan. Absolutely. Right? Yes.
And then also here we would have free time for lunch, but our tour managers would give us where to go, where to see. And people are very friendly and willing to help you and wanting to make sure that you're experiencing food-wise, so you won't go hungry. And dinners were very varied. So everything from Wagyu beef to trying different types of sushi, rice, and there was even French on the menu some nights, because when they look at an international crowd, they go, a French menu might serve us well. So, or pate and a little bit of everything.
Well, so you cater to all your guests.
Correct.
But what's really exciting as well is, immersing yourself in these experiences. So you do have in-home experiences where you can, meet a family and eat with a family, but also you're doing cultural things. I think you had told me before we started that you did origami.
Yes, so we actually went to the Women's Action Club of Kyoto. We did sushi making, origami making here as well, which was really neat to be able to just be in the environment and experience that culture. Really cool. Down to going to do what I do showing right here was we did lacquer, gold leaf and lacquer making here. So we actually got the box, we created the icons that we wanted to do. This was in Takayama, which is a 400-year-old city. Very much untouched by World War II and stuff like this. And it was like going through medieval Japan.
Wow. You actually did that.
I actually made that.
I've known you for many years. I didn't know that you were an artist as well.
Well, they gave me the stencil.
Well, that's okay. You didn't have to admit that.
Okay.
That's okay, but I still would go with it. It actually is very beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, and that's the stuff here, is that to be able to have a little keepsake that's not a T-shirt that will break down or go out of style.
Absolutely.
That's just the memories that you should be creating that are unique and special. That's what we have to offer.
Wonderful. And the sake brewery,
yeah.
I think that's one of the important stops.
Yes,
well, right?
Of course. It's a great way to practice your Japanese after a couple shots of that. But what you've got here is you're learning about the society, how they make it, how the rice is filtered, how the just all the processes are done. And there's different flavors, there's different macerates, and all that can be added into it. So again, getting beyond just surface level. That's what we have.
Well, it's amazing. And, having that guided vacation, having those tour directors with you, you really see the most of everything. So that's really exciting. We'll be right back shortly. I want to mention to everybody, AAA.com/Travel Tuesday is where you can find more information about Japan or anything else that we talk about as well. We'll be back, but first we have Elizabeth with Top Trips.
The countdown is on. Grab these incredible vacation deals with Royal Caribbean before they're gone. Book right now for bold savings, like buy one guest, get second guest 60% off, and 30% off third and fourth guests. Plus, kids 12 and under sail free. Hurry, this limited time offer only lasts until August 1st. The Love Boat early booking sale with Princess Cruise Line has something for everyone. Up to 40% off, third and fourth guests sail free, and only $99 deposit. Plus, go all-inclusive with the Princess Plus bundle for half off Wi-Fi, drinks, and more. Holland America is now offering their Have It All early booking bonus, up to 60% off top amenities when you book a 2025 Alaska, Europe, or Canada and New England cruise or cruise tour. You can have it all, with savings up to $1,000 on beverages, Wi-Fi, and more.
We're back with Kevin Ferguson from Member Choice Vacations, and wow, we have a lot to. We learned a lot about Japan, but I think we have so much more as well. When we think about traveling to Japan, many of us think of the word culture and cultural experiences, and you touched a little bit upon that. But can you elaborate a little more on what some of these experiences? I mean, you were there for almost 3 weeks. There's an awful lot there.
Oh yeah. So I mean, just in terms of the culture and the people, first of all, some of the most polite, kind individuals you'll ever meet. I don't think I'll ever be able to walk to another place in the world where people will bow when you leave.
To you?
Wave. Yeah.
Well, when you come into my office, I bow as well.
Yeah,
but
but those little things where it's the politeness, it's the culture itself, where They just know that you take care of your elders. You take care of, your streets. You won't find a piece of garbage on the ground. It has that Disney World-esque cleanliness to it. This is just things that I wish every part of our world would have. But getting into the destination itself, culturally speaking, getting to Matsumoto Castle dating back to the 1590s. And talking about that cleanliness, you actually had to take your shoes off before you go into the castle.
Really?
Yes. So you have your place for your shoes, you walk in, and from there, it's just going up 3 or 4 flights and looking out and just immersing yourself in that and trying to visualize yourself to, the last emperor, the shoguns that you see on TV now, and just bringing you back to a different form of life. The Amapuro divers that we experience on the Pacific coast, those divers, they're in their 60s and 70s now. And this is a generational trade where we would basically have them go down 15, 20, 25 feet. They would hold their breath up to 2.5 minutes, and they'd be going and picking up pearls, picking up shells, different, seafood, seashells, all those different things. And then it's on the plates for our travelers to eat there as well. So we have a dining experience right there.
Wow.
The okonomiyaki food, which is the Japanese pancake. We're actually learning how to do and make that rather than just going into a restaurant. We're actually seeing how it's being done. We're practicing it ourselves, and then having that experience where we, enjoy the fruits of our labor. So it's as we travel, it allows us to be able to really dig into the culture, more than just a surface level, but experience the culture in all the ways that you should.
And when you talked about, thousands and thousands of years ago, when you really are there in some of those different buildings and monasteries, it has to be awe-inspiring.
Correct. And I mean, that's the stuff here was a lot of this was damaged during World War II, of course, but there was painstaking efforts to bring it back to what it was pre-1939, 1945. And yes, you're going to see monasteries that are from the 600s, the 700s. But also you'll see the modernity that it is there today. One of the most powerful things for me was going to Hiroshima and being at the spot where the atomic bomb blast was. And we go and we see the last remaining, or the only building that withstood the blast back in 1945. And today, that site is a peace park. That whole museum is regarded towards peace. And so telling, hey, we should never revert to these levels of atrocity and warfare. So again, time heals a lot of things,
sure,
but allows us to be able to witness it there in presence and going, my goodness, this is why we travel, to get away from our horse blinders, go see, do, and explore.
Wow, sounds amazing.
Really is.
Yeah.
I mean,
and so I know you're a foodie. You talked a little bit about the food. Language barrier when you're in restaurants. I mean, do they speak English? Very little. Some. You learned some Japanese.
Konnichiwa.
Hello.
Hello.
Go see. I learned some. All right.
So the thing with the language is that, especially now with the 21st century technology, Google Lens, these translating apps, you can take a picture of a sign, and ultimately what will happen is we'll have the English translation for you. Or if I'm in a shop, I could literally just press, I would like to buy this. Press it, and it'll go in Japanese, and the shopkeeper goes, oh, okay, and take care of it right there. So there was never that hesitation that, I don't, that cultural divide, that linguistic divide. It was right there, and didn't have to worry about a thing.
Terrific.
Yeah. And I always look for somebody who's younger, 25 and younger to be
routingly. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So that was there was no issues, no challenges. And even on the subways, getting across and traveling, everything was in English as well. So didn't have to worry with it.
So moving around the country, very easy with public transportation as well.
Very much so. The efficiency, the time promptness cannot be beat.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. So subways, taxis as well. Did you?
Yes. Did them all. And so in taxis, I mean, you can just really show the hotel card, go out and do an explore and pay on your credit card, pay in cash, no problems. But yeah, it was just super efficient and stress-free.
Bullet train?
Bullet train.
Is it really?
200 miles an hour.
Wow. Never experienced that.
200 miles an hour, and it just rocks and sways, and you're just watching life. And
you don't feel as
you don't feel a thing.
True.
It is spotless. I got that Disney World spotless there. Wi-Fi, all that thing. Hour and 40 minutes. We were from Kyoto to Hiroshima and back, and just time just flew by.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's terrific.
It's a must-do.
Wow.
It's,
All right.
it's a bucket list. It's a bucket list.
Now, what I learned it's a to-do. It's a to-do list. So member choice in Japan.
Yes.
A whole variety of guided vacations, different lengths as well.
Correct. So we have our classical tour here, which is about 15 days. Maximum traveler is about 32, and allows us to go to places like Mount Fuji, goes to the Sulphur Mountains of Owakudani. We go to Kanazawa, which is actually the sister city of Buffalo, New York. So those Japanese, cherry blossoms that we have right here in Buffalo,
Yes.
they came from Japan.
Wow.
And
That's
so again,
spectacular.
getting there for Sakura, or which is the cherry blossom season, late March, early April, really good time of year there. But yeah, I mean, there's so much to do and see. Not only on that itinerary, but again, our small group itinerary. We have a new change, and I haven't told you yet, but for 2025, we're going to be combining Japan with South Korea. So another destination altogether, because if you're already over there, might be a good place to check out. So
Wow.
ever evolving.
And so, shortest, longest vacation that you have?
Roughly 2 weeks. Both of them, roughly 2 weeks. Because to be able to experience the time, get over the jet lag. I mean, and literally on the front of our cover, just to tell you how popular Japan is, it's right there. So I didn't wear my kimono. You didn't wear your kimono today. We're good. We're good.
No.
But my goodness, it is a place that has just the culture. Our last night, we have our farewell dinner with a geisha. And we see the dancing and we see the artistry that's happening right there. So cool.
It sounds absolutely amazing. Well, if it is on that to-do list or bucket list trip, really, give AAA a call. We're going to be back shortly and talk about benefits of booking with AAA and benefits of working with a AAA travel advisor with Member Choice Vacations. But be sure to visit AAA.com/Travel Tuesday, and we'll be right back.
When it comes to affordable, reliable roadside assistance, AAA is miles ahead of the competition. Our most popular membership, AAA Plus, covers up to 4 tows per year for an annual fee much lower than a single unplanned tow.
So we're back with Kevin Ferguson from Member Choice Vacations. And you know, Kevin, we learned a lot about Japan, learned about those to-do lists and or bucket list trips, however you want to categorize them. But, you know, I'm so proud of being with AAA. I've been in the travel business for over 40 years, but being a part of AAA and the knowledge and experience that our travel advisors have. And it's thanks to folks like you who train our team regularly, but you're always here for us. But our travel advisors have traveled with you with Member Choice for many, many years. And we really feel as though that's a wonderful relationship. And we're here to make sure that all of our members and travelers get that best experience.
That's true. And I mean, is the travel advisors, they know because they go. Our company here for the 6th consecutive year was voted the Guided Tour Partner of the Year by AAA National Clubs. So that they know that they're offering to you, the traveler, a product that has excellence.
Yeah.
And that speaks volumes right there. So again, you know, the internet has lots of great resources and tools, but working with that travel advisor is huge. And that's why you go here at AAA.
Absolutely. And I think that personal experience, and we always say we're here before, during, and after the trip, and we truly are. But one of the other things that makes AAA so special is the member benefits. Travelers can't get everywhere what they get with booking with AAA. And so we have some wonderful member value adds. And one of the benefits that I absolutely love is you will be taken to the airport in style.
That's true. So yes, so on all of our air-inclusive bookings, what we have is a sedan service within 50 miles of the Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, and 90 other gateways around the country. We will pick you up at your house. And bring you home too, okay?
Okay, you get your back home.
Yeah, we'll get you home.
I knew that. All right, good. Yeah.
So that's one huge thing, is that it is so important because it's the way that your trip ends or begins and it ends. So you have the transfers included in the destination. So it's more than just the flight, but it's the whole experience.
And that's really peace of mind, and you don't have to call a neighbor or relative to get up at, some ungodly hour, although a lot of international departures leave later in the day. Sure. However, it is a wonderful convenience and a great value. But additionally to that, there's some other member benefits that are offered as well.
That's true. So, for instance, there is a $50 per person savings for being a AAA member. So if you didn't even use towing or some of the other different services right there. On top of that is on all of our tours that have a pre-sold option, there's a $50 per person credit. It's a one-time credit. So let's say there's a Tokyo by night tour. Goes for $100. Well, it'd be only $50 being a AAA member.
So that's a wonderful value add as well. And even though it is a guided vacation with so many experiences included, there are optional tours and optional experiences that travelers can take as well.
Yeah, not many. I mean, our trips, we want to make sure that the quality and the value is there.
Absolutely.
There's going to be a couple extras sprinkled here throughout, but it's not going to impede on your experience overall. So just a little extra sprinkles in front.
Well, this has been really an exciting conversation. I've learned so much. I hope you all have as well. Any parting words, Kevin, on member choice or one of your new favorite destinations, right?
Japan, go, do, see, explore. This is a place that if you have any little bit of interest, make sure it's on the to-do list in the next couple of years. Best exchange rate now, the time is now.
Perfect. Well, thank you, Kevin. Thank you for being here. Be sure to visit AAA.com/Travel Tuesday for all the information. Contact AAA, stop in one of our offices, make an appointment online. We are here to help you have those wonderful experiences and learning as well. Thank you.